What's up, my base Urbano family? I'm back with the vlogs again. Hey. Anyway, so this vlog is about one of the memes that I shared on my Instagram about, and it said, "You are the CEO of your life. Hire, fire, and promote accordingly." So I just wanted to elaborate on that a little bit because so many people were agreeing and clapping and they're like, yes, girl, but do you really follow that? Do you really? Yes, we all know that we should be the boss of our own life. We should be managing our life as needed. However, when it comes to other individuals in our life, it's really hard to do that. You know, we think it's easy. We're like, yeah, I just cut this person off, and yeah, this is my best friend now, and blah blah blah. We think we're doing it right. But if you're really gonna do this, step one is to really and truly 100% know who you are. Who are you without the influence of other people? So pause the video. Take a moment to really think about that. Don't be like, oh, my name, I'm Serena. I like to dance. No. That's the surface. That's the personality that we've created throughout the years of our life, right? So take away my name. Take away what I do. Take away what I like. And break it down to what are my morals? What resonates with me? What makes me feel passionate? What makes me feel good? What makes me uncomfortable? What are the things that really and truly, what are the things that make me feel joy in my heart, in my soul? And what are the things that I disagree with? What are the things that are just make me numb? What are the things? And you really have to really and truly know who you are. Not just as a person, but in your soul. You got to know who you are, right? So there are your people. The people that are like you, the people that share those same morals, the people that share those same things and beliefs, and I know the next thing that's going to pop up into your head, because it popped up into my head, was, okay, well, we're not all going to be the same, that's what makes the world go around, is the differences and, the contrast and all that too. Yes, but that's an entirely different subject. So I want to elaborate a little bit on what resonates and vibes with you versus what you put up with to get along with somebody or to keep somebody in your life, right? So of course you're going to have little things that you're not going to be alike. No two people in the world are alike. So you're never going to find that. You're going to have a lot of similarities with someone, but you're never going to be the same as someone, because that's what makes you unique. That's what makes you you. Even if you're a twin, even if you're an identical twin and you share a lot of the same things, you still have your own soul. You still have things that resonate with you and only you. So get to know yourself first. That's step one. So step two is really analyzing the person's character and who they are, right? So I recently decided not to hang out with a couple people because even though, let's see, how can I save these people's identities? Okay, so even though person A and I resonated together, her and I, when we were alone and, interacting one-on-one and in a group setting, when the outside people not in the group, when she started to treat other people badly, she would kind of have this entitlement about her, which is okay. I'm not saying to be confident. I'm not saying I like that. That's what I liked about her. But when you do that and look down on other people or expect other people to serve you, I don't like that. That doesn't resonate with me. So that is a character flag. That's a red flag in her character for me, because it makes me feel uncomfortable. So that's enough for me to say, hey, I don't want to hang out with this person anymore. Now, that might not be enough for you. They'll be like, no, it's okay. That's none of my business. I don't care. But I have a huge care factor for the world and everybody in it. Every animal, every person. And if someone is treating another human being less than they should be treated, I'm not okay with that. That person is no longer my people. Get it? Got it. Good. So then let's move on to a little more difficult to let go situations, like say you're dating someone, right? And you and the person alone get along fantastically. Your vibrations, like, oh my God, I love this quality about this person. I love this quality, this quality, this quality. And then there's the qualities that you don't like, right? And for me, this is what I recently had to decide, like, okay, is it enough to let go, or should I, or is this workable? Like, can we work through this, right? So for me, it's not so much a personality thing. It was okay, I'm just gonna go out and say it because you guys are not gonna know who this person is anyway. So this person did drugs periodically, and I'm not like totally against people who do drugs. Do it, like, do you? It's fun for y'all. That is not the problem. The problem is, I would like to do things and go out and have a great time, but in a group setting, this person 100% could not go out and in a group setting without drinking alcohol or doing drugs. Like that was just the condition, right? And so I decided, okay, well, I don't really want to hang out in a group setting anymore with this person. So then I decided, okay, let's do that. But then I had to think, okay, so for the duration of our interaction, we can only hang out alone. We can't ever hang out in a group because I will feel uncomfortable. And I'm not one to have somebody change for me, I don't think that's a thing for people to do. I don't think people should make somebody change for, if you reference one of my last videos, don't lose yourself in a relationship, you are not in control of anyone but yourself. And you shouldn't feel like you should be, or you shouldn't feel like you shouldn't want to be either, you know? Because your people are your people. You're not going to want that person to change anything. Maybe they eat their food too loudly. That you can change, okay? But something like that where they're dependent on a substance in a group setting, I'm not a therapist. I can't help you with that. If that's something you like to do, and you enjoy yourself doing that, I'm not one to take away your joy. I just don't resonate with that. So I have to take myself out of the equation. You see? So what I'm saying is, rude. What I'm saying is, you have to really know what makes you happy and look at the bigger picture and look into the future and say, okay, this is what the relationship is going to be from now on. You can have a conversation about it. And I did have the conversation about it. I said, I don't want to go in a group setting anymore because this is what happens. And they didn't get it. And it's not my job to have them understand. See, if it takes away joy from somebody else, I don't want to do it. I'm not going to explain it. I'm not going to make them feel bad about themselves for doing stuff like that either, because it's not wrong. Reference to my last video. It's not wrong. Do what makes you happy. If that makes you happy, you need to do it. And if somebody else is unhappy because you're doing it, that's that person's problem. So me having a problem with that is my problem. So I need to take myself out of the equation. See? So that wasn't the only thing in this relationship that bothered me. Other things bothered me. But from my outside perspective, I could see that it brought this person joy. They really enjoyed doing these other things that I was uncomfortable with. So I decided, okay, our time is done. Like I can't do this anymore. You can't sometimes be happy and sometimes not be happy, or only be happy when it's just us together. Like that's not really healthy. So I had to make the very tough decision to be like, okay, this relationship is done, right? So to be the CEO of your own life and you hire, fire, and promote accordingly, unfortunately, the firing part is the difficult part, you know? It's fun meeting new people, hiring, right? and deciding for them to be a part of your life. And to that extent, you can have acquaintances, you can have coworkers, or you can promote someone of those coworkers or acquaintances to like a best friend, or like, okay, now we're friends versus coworkers. Or, like you can decide like, oh, I like this person, promote or hire, right? So yeah, so the firing part is really difficult, and people think it's easy. It's not easy. And sometimes you don't see who needs to be fired, right? Because you love these people. Like sometimes it will have been a friend that's been in your life for 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, your whole life, I would say 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years, comma, your whole life, exclamation point. Okay? So yeah, I mean, but if you want to improve your life, you have to remember you're not living for other people. I know some of you are like me and you want to save people's feelings. I hate hurting people's feelings, especially if they didn't do anything wrong. It's hard for me to explain to someone that I don't resonate with them anymore, that I've evolved, I've grown, I'm someone new who doesn't want to put up with what you're doing. And they're going to think, oh, I'm doing something wrong. Why? Explain to me. Like, what am I doing wrong? And it's hard for me to be like, you're not doing anything wrong. I'm just different now. And we don't resonate anymore. Because if someone were to tell me that, like, well, I mean, I guess I have a better understanding. But if looking at it from their perspective without my knowledge that I have about these things, I would be like, well, what did I do? Like, what? Why? And they'd be so confused. And I don't like to cause confusion either. So it's hard. This part of the firing is really hard for me. So I just wanted to make a video and tell you, like, listen, if you got to fire people, the thing is, instead of sparing feelings, you got to remember this is your life and you want to spend your life with as many enjoyable moments as possible. You want to love your life. You want to look back at your life when it's all said and done, when you're a nice little angel with your halo and look down and be like, yeah, that life was fun. That life was good. I made good decisions, man, and enjoy it versus like, you're always sacrificing your feelings or you can't sacrifice your joy for somebody else. Just try to be as nice as possible about it. My thing to do is let them know I'm not really feeling this and this and this. And I'm not saying you're doing anything wrong. I'm just saying like that. I don't do that. So I don't want to go. Or no, I'm good. I don't want to go, whatever. And either they understand or they don't, but that's not up to you to decide to make them understand, because sometimes they don't. The saying that you don't hear me though. I say that all the time. You don't hear me though. When I'm like arguing or something, and I know they're not getting what I'm saying, so I'm like, you don't hear me though. And then I just stop, and then I just exit stage left. So yeah, so that was a nice little video about being the CEO of your life. So hire, fire, and promote accordingly. And always remember to be nobody else but you. Be you. Until next time.